Let us consider a single unassuming word, set. A simple monosyllabic utterance. And yet, this tiny vessel carries more meaning than almost any other in the English language. It can be a noun, it can be a verb, it can be an adjective. You can set a table watch, a sunset, admire a set of tools, or find your heart set on a particular goal. The sheer multiplicity of it is staggering, a testament to the glorious, sprawling, and sometimes maddening nature of our tongue. Where does one go to untangle this beautiful mess? To find order in the chaos? You go, of course, to the dictionary. It is our steadfast guide, our quiet authority, and the keeper of our collective linguistic soul, and our unending quest to make sense of ourselves. The very idea that a book could hold every word, neatly arranged and explained, feels both audacious and utterly essential. Before such a thing existed, language was a wilder, more fluid entity passed down orally and through disparate texts. Meanings could shift like sand dunes, and spellings were often a matter of personal whim. Imagine trying to navigate a world without a shared reference point, where the definition of justice, where the definition of love, was entirely subjective. The dictionary was born from this need for stability, for a common ground upon which we could all stand. It began not as a grand project, but as a series of humble first steps, each one a revolution in its own right. The journey of the dictionary is, in essence, a reflection of our own journey towards greater knowledge and interconnectedness. From the earliest clay tablets listing Sumerian words to the sophisticated algorithms powering our digital lexicons today, each stage represents a leap in how we process and share information. These are not merely dusty old books. As the 17th century gave way to the 18th, the desire for a more comprehensive and authoritative dictionary grew into a clamor. The English language was still a wonderfully chaotic entity, with spellings and meanings varying wildly from one writer to the next. The leading literary figures of the age, Jonathan Swift, Alexander Pope, yearned for a standard, a linguistic authority that could tame the language and fix it in a state of supposed perfection. This ambition found its ultimate champion in the towering figure of Samuel Johnson. In 1746, a syndicate of booksellers commissioned him to produce a definitive dictionary, a task that would consume nearly a decade of his life and cement his place in literary history. The publication of Johnson's A Dictionary of the English Language in 1755 was a seismic event. This was no mere table alphabetical of hard words. It was a monumental work of scholarship, containing over 42,000 entries. Its greatest feat was the depth and quality of its definitions. Johnson was not content to provide simple synonyms. He defined lexicographer as a writer of dictionaries, a harmless drudge that busies himself in tracing the original and detailing the signification of words. While Samuel Johnson had created a dictionary of immense authority, the 19th century brought a new scientific, historical spirit. Scholars no longer wanted just a snapshot of meaning. They wanted the entire life story of words. They yearned for a dictionary like a feature film that traced every word, birth shifts in meaning, current usage. The Philological Society formally proposed this audacious idea in 1857. They envisioned a new English dictionary on historical principles, a complete inventory built from a systematic reading of English literature. This was the genesis of the Oxford English Dictionary. Its first great innovation was method. No single person, not even Johnson, could do this alone. Editors led by James Murray launched a grand crowdsourcing campaign. They called for volunteer readers across the English-speaking world to read and jot words on small slips. The word, the quotation, the source. Millions of slips poured into the scriptorium, a corrugated iron shed in Murray's back garden, where the team started the colossal work of sorting, defining, editing. This turned lexicography from solitary craft into a coordinated public effort. The result was a dictionary unlike any before. As the monumental Oxford English Dictionary was chronicling the past, a parallel movement was gathering pace, making the dictionary a practical tool for the present. In the United States, Noah Webster championed a distinctly American approach to lexicography. His 1828 An American Dictionary of the English Language was a declaration of linguistic independence. It included thousands of words that were uniquely American. Skunk squash. He also promoted simplified spellings. Color instead of color, center instead of center. This was a major first, the creation of a national dictionary that reflected a new nation's identity. It legitimized its own version of the English language, making the dictionary a tool of cultural self-definition. Throughout the 20th century, accessibility accelerated. Publishers recognized many users didn't need the OED's historical depth or Webster's full unabridged work. The market for smaller, cheaper, more user-friendly dictionaries exploded. Smaller, cheaper, more user-friendly. This led to collegiate editions. This led to concise editions for students and the general public. A first in mass-market lexicography. Dictionaries began adding features to aid everyday users. Pronunciation guides, notes on grammar and usage, lists of synonyms and antonyms. Today, on the 29th of October 2025, the dictionary is a chameleon. It still exists in its venerable printed form, a comforting and solid presence on a bookshelf. But it also lives invisibly on servers in smartphone apps and integrated into the very software we use to write. Its form has changed, but its fundamental purpose has not. From the first clay tablets to the latest AI-powered language models, the dictionary's mission remains the same: to bring order to chaos, to provide clarity, and to build a shared foundation of understanding. The great firsts of its history: Caudry's alphabet, Johnson's definitions, the OED's historical principles, and the Internet's instant access were all steps towards that same goal. The dictionary still matters profoundly because it is a rudder and a sail. It acts as a rudder when we need it to provide stability and guidance.